Ladies and gentlemen, still on Justice for Mohbad. What you're about to hear is deep. This will blow your mind. This is no longer a joke. You see this Justice for Mohbad, it has metamorphosed into something else, something sinister. In fact, one should begin to question Mohbad's father, you have questions to answer with your lawyer. There are certain things that people are not comfortable with anymore. They are not comfortable with it. Yes. So Mohbad's father spoke, and people have asked, why is this happening this way? What is really going on here? Yes, we've shown empathy to the demise of Mohbad and also Mohbad's father because he was being persecuted. And we know that Wunmi is the prime suspect in the demise of Mohbad. But there is more. There is more. There is more. We want to understand why this is happening this way. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to pay attention to this one from the beginning of it till the end. Do not miss any part of it. What you're about to hear is deep. It will connect you to this Justice for Mohbad properly. It will make you see. I believe there are intelligent people on this platform, very educated people. It will connect you to the dots. It will make you realize what is the state's role in this. What is Mohbad's father and his lawyer role in this? What is our role in it? How do we proceed on it? What is important in this Justice for Mohbad? How do we go about this Justice for Mohbad? What about pending questions? What about pending answers? What is the way forward? All of this, you will be getting to hear it now. This Justice for Mohbad. Well, without wasting much of your time, before we proceed, like and share, please tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Very important. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you. And I want to say a special, may God bless and replenish the pockets of those that have tapped on the thanks button. If you also want to be a blessing to this channel, you can as well tap on the same button. Still on Justice for Mohbad. Let's get right into this one.
If you can just deal with the specific issues.
Okay.
Why did you bury him early? The autopsy report. When are you going to bury him again properly? What is the issue with Wunmi, his wife? Why are you worried about DNA? Why do you have issues wearing his clothes and with his mother and all of that? You have to be very specific.
Okay.
We are very limited.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I want you to be just give me those questions one by one because everything I've polluted. So where do I start from? Okay. The reason of burying him earlier is, in Yoruba land. That's the first one. But my intention is to keep the body at this mob. But there's no document. The police did not give me any police report. At the same time, I also know that the doctor report, the doctor's statement to give the body to the mob was with wife, and he did not present it to me. So when I reached mob, they asked me that two questions: that where is the police report, where is the doctor report? I was unable to present any. So there's nothing for me to do that night. Okay, we have to call another ambulance because the first one was the arrangement given to him is that exactly that mortuary. So they arranged for another one. I can't be staying with the body according to Yoruba land. I can't be seen that's it continuously. I have to instruct the PA that you take care of this thing. I'm going home for the arrangement. So that what happened about that.
I bet what of DNA?
The DNA.
What of your quarrel with the wife?
Yeah, the DNA issue.
And quarrel over property.
So thank God for the corona. A lot of things have been hidden. I didn't know anything. But when we now begin narrate a story at the corona, that's where I hear from the wife of the deceased said the placenta wasn't given to me, says it's then I'll be quarrel with her. And they had not put mine on all those kind of something. But from there, I now detect that there is something behind that.
Who didn't give the placenta to her?
With what I saw I didn't know. They give to the right owner.
So have they done a proper DNA matching for the father and the child?
No. There's nothing like that.
What's happening between you and the king? Why are you defaming him?
See, I did not. Because when my son was alive, we have a conversation with each other, which is mentioned that someone at so place have been threatening him continuously, whenever he wanted to have show. So when the night told me that, and I said, okay, if you don't have outside, you're supposed to have in. You come back to Ikorodu. Let us make an arrangement to meet Ikorodu king so that maybe they can call the other side into order. Then I even report to there's somebody we call chief near our community there. I narrate the whole story. And I said we should be expecting the boy to come so that we can go together. That is the arrangement. But the day the boy came, he was having another thing entirely. He share rice, share money. So on getting to my house, a lot of crowd was following him. So we can't meet to meet the king.
So is that the case? Was that the case with the king? You want to come in here, please? I think you should come in here.
Let's hear from Mr.
Yeah. The whole case looks somehow shady. Let me start on the petitioner. Well, what brought about the petition? Because Baba is not the first person that will be petitioned. We still have like 2 or 3 of people clamoring for justice who are still in correctional center now. There is a petition that is flying around in which it was established, even with video evidences, that this boy was bullied. Because when a case like this happens, you have to investigate everywhere. The house, what happened to him 24 hours before, 48 hours before, even 6 months before, which could have an effect to taking away his life. So there was a petition that the boy wrote to Alagbonzo. Now, he mentioned certain names. And anyone that wants to speak concerning the petition will read out those names mentioned. So in mentioning that name, I think that is the name where...
Which name? Be specific.
Well, if I'm to be specific, because there is freedom of speech, but freedom after speech may not be guaranteed.
No,
Sam Larry was there. We have Obele. We have their names. And in that petition written by Mohbad, he said these people keep bullying me, beating me around. And whenever they beat him, they say it's at the instant of Obelegushi. That
Obelegushi has already issued a statement saying that Sam Larry is not a member of his family. He has no association with him. So how is that still an issue now?
We only call for the police to do proper investigation on this.
No, so when you say the bullying resulted around the death, the empirical facts on what caused the death is in the autopsy report you submitted.
Well,
I have read that autopsy report in full.
Okay.
There was no trauma or assault to the body as cause of death in the autopsy report. In fact, I think the father went to do a toxicological report in America. Well, what they saw was the presence of an antihistamine and a couple of other things that they are used on him. So it wasn't a body blow. It wasn't a trauma blow and everything. Based on the same autopsy report that you people brought forward, I don't know the outcomes of the toxicology reports.
Well,
maybe all of that is still
the toxicology, the autopsy that was initially done, nothing could be could be nailed to death to. Then they carry out an autopsy, which we were told was done in America. Even before now, let me say this. At the end of the toxicology, the pathologist that came to the last inquest made a statement that cause of death could not be ascertained.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Alova.
Yes, sir.
Look, in a case of homicide where you suspect foul play, you have the right as a concerned party to go to court. Have you taken any step to sue specific persons to court, to accuse them of complicity in the murder of your son? That's number one. Number two, you have still not responded to the question I raised about DNA and your issue with the wife of your son. So are you still going to pursue that? Where are we with that? And then number three, you have not responded to the question I asked. Because you were talking about Yoruba tradition. Yoruba tradition. People are worried about your attitude as a Yoruba father. I don't know where you are going to start from. Okay. They said you were wearing your son's clothes.
No, let me answer that
They
one.
said
first.
you were trying to also release music, a song. You two suddenly became a singer with a promoter, saying that you are a musician too. So these three major issues: DNA, your attitude as a Yoruba father, and then whether you have taken any steps to sue the people you are accusing of homicide.
Yeah, I did not have any bad mind with anyone. Let me start with the clothes. When my son was alive, we normally buy clothes. When he buy clothes, we buy mine. But since when he died, I never enter his house for anything. There's nothing like wearing his son clothes. That one is out of it. There's nothing like that. So concerning the DNA aspect, a lot of things have revealed to me that make me doubt the plans. Now, one of his friend, closer friend, said the fight they fight on that day they go to show, the complaint my son was complaining is the paternity of that boy, that he was doubting that boy. Another thing is this: when we started something on Corona, she mentioned that simply because the placenta was not given to me. And those are the angles that make me say, okay, that means the placenta, the
placenta will go to the father of the child.
Yes,
it's not to the grandfather.
You know, in Ireland there's nowhere to bury the placenta. He called me on phone, said that he delivered a baby and the placenta is with him. And I said, okay, we are this. I mean, the street is not just like 3 bus stop. I'm expecting you to bring the placenta. It was few minutes. And I called him. Where is the placenta? Like you say, the placenta I've been given to my mother. That is the mother.
No, the person who buries the placenta is the owner of the child.
Yeah, that is it.
So in-laws don't bury placenta. They will give the placenta to the father of the child.
I'm trying to say the placenta was not given to him.
So who took the placenta away?
That's
the question.
Okay, so
no, he has not finished.
Okay.
He has not finished. So this placenta issue, the other one about you also singing and
that singing aspect. I'm a musician, but many doesn't know. I taught him how to sing, Mohbad, because I'm a carpenter. At the same time, I'm a musician. We normally sing whenever we are doing our carpentry work.
Are you suing anybody? Have you sued anybody?
No, nobody. So by singing after he's dead, that is the only way I can explain my feelings.
Okay, so you've always been a musician before.
Yes.
So a lot of people are saying, why was it after his death that you wanted to capitalize on the fame after his death? Why didn't you? I mean, it will have been good for you, the father and son, Mohbad and Mohbad's father, to release a collaboration before he died.
Yes, we have something like that.
Oh, you have it recorded already?
We have something like that, but in his own way, he just said, Daddy, let me remove your voice. There was a song that you render. Say, I will exalt you, Lord. I compose it.
So you and Mohbad had signed the song together?
Yes.
Secondly, let me get down to brass tacks as regards this DNA matter.
Okay.
Have you guys been able to be successful in doing a DNA test? What will it take to do that DNA test? Do you have DNA swabs of Mohbad? It's already passed now, to be able to also get the swabs of the child and juxtapose both of them.
The government has really done us a kind of, has given us that opportunity, which could lapse anytime. The body is still under corona, and body under corona, at least nobody could have access to.
So when are you guys going to be able to take Liam's swab and continue the DNA?
The thing is this. to have access to the corpse, we need a court order. So an application has been made to the court since February. No sitting, no, not assigned to any judge. It has just been there.
What's the substance of the application?
The substance of the application is carried out a DNA.
You are still insisting on the DNA?
Yes.
Yeah, but is Wunmi agreeing to the DNA?
He's not agreeing. That's why she even made a request that she needed a court order.
But DNA cannot be determined by placenta. That's Yoruba tradition.
No. It's a different thing. The thing is this. What gave Baba the suspicion that, okay, there is a friend of Mohbad that they went to the show together. When he was giving his narrative at the inquest, he said, while they were coming on the way, that Mohbad said, I only slept with you once and you came back to tell me you were pregnant.
Biologically, if you sleep with a woman once, she can get pregnant.
But some statement could be implicating.
No, that one is not implicating. You sleep with a woman once, she can get pregnant.
I understand you. There is a fact from there. Now, another one is this. When he told the father, no, but the man has never had any thought on the placenta. She came to the coroner court and said, since I refused Baba the placenta, that's when she started eating.
Let's remove the placenta matter. That's, cultural implication.
Okay.
So you want to get a court order to be able to get to do a DNA, right? That's what you want. Those are your requests.
Yes.
Secondly, what about his property as we speak?
The property is, for now, I did not have any access to it.
What about the talk that you are fighting her because of his property?
Oh, so that's capital. No, I didn't have it. That's not.
So you've never made any move
at all.
So why you're keen on this
killed,
DNA? Is it because of the property or because you want to know the truth?
It's because I want to know the truth.
Not because of the property.
No.
In a case where whatever happens in the DNA, would you still ensure that Wunmi is taking care of as Mohbad's wife while he was alive?
In that case, they did not have any, what do you call it? Their marriage was just.
Were they legally married?
No.
There was no legally binding marriage.
It was a traditional marriage.
It was a traditional marriage.
Registered.
Yes.
Which was
a customary marriage is just as valid as any other form of marriage.
No matter the form of marriage is, no matter the marriage, whatever happens, the DNA, why is insisting, it's just because of motive.
Okay, so you want your DNA, number one, and you still feel that the circumstances around his death is shrouding a lot of misery. So you want to go to court as regards that?
And private.
If I even demand for the
father
private,
is demanding and applied for private autopsy.
So you want a private autopsy. So 3 requests. Thank you so much. I think we got to.
Welcome back. Now, people have queried the non-appearance of Mohbad's father's lawyer on Arise Television, which I believe is an error. Although Mohbad's father came with this learned silk that he expects him to assist him when certain questions are asked. This is not just a blog. This is a national television that is viewed all over Nigeria and even abroad. On the case of paternity, I think what Mohbad's father is trying to establish there is that I became suspicious during the coroner inquest when I listened to the account of Wunmi, Cynthia, my son's so-called wife. Now, Reuben Abati asked a question. Reuben Abati is a lawyer, and he asked a question. Unfortunately, the man who came with Mohbad's father could not answer that question intelligently. He said paternity. Yes, paternity is just one of the reasons why DNA is being requested for. Not just paternity. Motive should have been part of what he should have said there. Like, look, there are 2 reasons. One is motive. We want to find out if the paternity argument between my son and Wunmi, according to Mohbad's friend, of course they said this, but they said it in a way that sounded lame, like Mohbad, as if they are weak. How can you go to court with this? You have to be able to present something strong, an argument that holds water. You have to present it adequately. Like, you know what? Mohbad's friend is ready to testify in court that he was present when Mohbad and other people will testify. I think Prime Boy wants to testify. Spending wants to testify that, yes, I was present there. I listened and I heard Mohbad having issues with Wunmi over paternity. Also, Punch newspaper, transcript of Mohbad's mother, she said it that Mohbad had wanted DNA done when he was alive. So this is what they should have said on national TV. Like, there are two reasons for this. One, which is the most important, is motive. We want to be sure that the paternity argument between my late son and Wunmi, according to his friend, you don't even need to mention name of friend on TV. According to his friend, is not the motive, according to his friend, of the demise of my son. Now, they are going to link this to the so-called report, autopsy and toxicology. Is there any foul play? Is there something sinister that happened to him? Now, they also want to connect Obelegushi into this. Why is Obelegushi still attached to this? It is simple. They've said it, but they need to have their train of thoughts put together. Like, the petition that Mohbad submitted that was not worked upon. In it, it states that those that attacked him, you mention name, Sam Larry, because it is in public domain. Sam Larry, Ebele, Obele, whoever, all of these guys together told Mohbad in the presence of Zlatan. Zlatan will be dragged into it. In the presence of Zlatan, that a certain Oba, if you wish to mention the name of the Oba, mention it, Obelegushi. It is in there. It is there in public domain. Obelegushi, they said Obelegushi had sent them for reasons that they are not willing to divulge. So, I am suspicious. This is how Mohbad's father should work, or the man that came, that I'm suspicious that there could have been an argument between them that resulted to the demise of my son. Now, I don't know who is behind it or who the father of that child is. I am more particular about motive. Why? Reuben Abati asked, what is the substance of that you have requested since February and you've not gotten any judge assigned to it? They should be able to prepare something reasonable. I don't know what kind of toothpick lawyers are being used to request for this. Maybe the content of what they submitted is heavy and what they are saying here does not sound heavy enough. But the thing is that the talk is so lame. I understand the part of Mohbad's father. He simply wanted this platform as an avenue for him to recount all that he has said on other platforms. Now, Arise Television is not requesting for all of that story. They want to grill Mohbad's father on the most important, because we've heard several stories of them say, I saw without a camera recording it. You saw blood, you didn't record it. How could you see that of your son and you didn't record it? Maybe at that time he was flabbergasted, he was distraught, he just asked, Wunmi, what happened to my son? And that is it. He just walked away. He acted that way. This, of course, a lot of people might have to act that way when they are faced with such. So, important questions are being asked by Reuben Babati, like, okay, we've heard all of these things. What is the way forward? What is this way forward? Who have you sued? Mohbad's father. Have you sued Wunmi? Mohbad's father has not sued Wunmi. Sue Wunmi, let Wunmi know that this is a criminal, this is homicide. Like, you are responsible. Maybe Mohbad's lawyer is like, okay, you know what? Let's first of all get DNA done. Once the DNA comes out negative, then we can now begin to create some motive and reasons to drag Wunmi. No, begin. let it be a two-faced, two-mode approach. Sue Wunmi. Yes, I know that he petitioned Adura, no, Darusha Adura said, I'm the one, all of that. They tried to muddle up everything. Thank God this is not being discussed on national TV because an embarrassment, an insult. So the question Ruben Abati is asking is, Mohbad's father, can you tell us what steps you have taken and where it has gotten now? We don't want this social media sensation alone. What steps have you dragged Wunmi to court? That Wunmi is responsible, and you must include reasons why. Your lawyer will do it, so it won't be defamation of character. Wunmi will not be accusing you of defamation of character. You will say, no, you are not satisfied with this, and that the coroner inquest and the autopsy report and toxicology report is not satisfactory, which you have said that you need your own personal. So maybe your lawyer have advised you and say, look, before you can drag to court, you must have substance, you must have evidence. So the autopsy and toxicology report has not pointed fingers to him being beaten, so we can rule out Sam Larry, Naira Marley out of the picture. Okay, so what happened to Mohbad is within the empirical report shows certain substance in the body of Mohbad. Could this have resulted to the demise of Mohbad or not? They say it is inconclusive. But somehow, somewhere, the pathologist said there is a possibility that what was administered to Mohbad by the nurse could have resulted to what and what. It's time for Mohbad's father's lawyer to reach out to the nurse. Nurse, what did you administer? Coupled with the police report, what did you administer? The nurse said, I only administered this. Is that what you administered, and is that what is in Mohbad? Question is this: Mohbad's father should have gotten a professional now. The professional will say, look, I can come on stand. It doesn't have to be a Nigerian. That this particular medication administered cannot cause this. And if it could cause a reaction, then you will have to stick to that part. Like, okay, it could cause that reaction. Then begin the journey towards DNA. They've started it, but they need to hang that. You need an intelligent lawyer that will hang this request to motive, citing the loss of CCTV footage or disappearance of it. You have to connect it also deeply to the inconsistency in Wunmi's story and the report of the police where they say Mohbad had bled profusely. Wunmi said, no, that is not what happened. So what happened? If not, they will rubbish this justice for Mohbad. They will not allow you get DNA done. They will stand on, these lawyers and judges, they know themselves. Femi Falana knows certain people. They will hang on that. They will not allow you get justice. Don't think that lawyers always want you to get justice. No. And also understand that most senior advocates, majority of them, they rely on certain government offer. Meaning they represent like EFCC when they, like the state versus the federal government versus. These are the lawyers, senior advocates of Nigeria that are employed. So most of them, they like to be in the good books of the government of the day. It's all about politics. You need to understand this. So if you want to press and pressure them on this DNA, you need to do better. You can say, Mohbad friend said that Mohbad did once. You have to be specific. And even if you are specific, still doesn't prove that Mohbad did not bench Wunmi a month before she came and say, I'm pregnant. Because you cannot prove that. You can't prove that. So you just have to connect this to motive. You have to connect it to motive. Witnesses can work on this. 2 witnesses, Prime Boy, Spending, or whoever. Like, yes, he said it in front of us, and the argument was about that also. I heard it, so let this be done. That would have been, but saying that Mohbad said that it's only once. Do you need to meet with a woman several times before she gets pregnant? Is it like you are trying to fill up a bottle of water? No, and when it gets full, then the woman gets pregnant. Is it the quantity? I'm so uncomfortable with the utterances. Ruben Abati and the other journalists, they know, they understand how things work, and they know that rather than beating around the bush, there are lacunas that you need to check, because your other party will also be looking at it. You need to work fast and work smarter, not dumb, not just social media sensation at this time. You need to operate. After all, money is not Mohbad's father's problem anymore. People are donating. People are bringing in cash. Wunmi is not even getting nothing again. They're only banking on how stupid Mohbad's father lawyer will be, how weak the system will make them, and that's it. So that she can inherit all of what Mohbad worked for. I don't know what you guys think of this. Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update.